And I'm live, live, live. Welcome to I Want My HTV. Right? Hey, Greta, I'm glad you're here because I have some issues and we're going to talk about them. We're going to talk about the elephant in the room. Alright. Greta, you can be my guts and my courage. Hey, Bonnie, it's great to see you. I haven't had a chance to get back to you yet. Okay, so about last night's stream. Okay, this is about last night's stream and stuff. I don't want anybody taking it out of context. And guys, some people in my chat room are involved, and there are some people in my chat room, such as Bonnie Huff, that are not involved. But there's a situation and situations, and I'm going to address such situations to be very clear. And I've waited a while, and now I'm ready to speak. So, without further ado, get myself on camera. I don't exactly have. Come on. There we go. Hi, guys. Alright, so what do I want to talk about? Someone said to me, someone this morning I was on the phone with said, Holly, you have a lot of patience. I don't know where you get your patience at all, but you have a lot, and I commend you for it. Between technical issues on HTV and also people that tie up your time and people that, just you have a lot of patience in all these different situations that you go through, and I commend you. And I was really humbled for this person to say that to me. Now, I've been exposed to people that have stolen my testimony. I don't like it at all. It's happened to me as well as Brooke on a couple of occasions. So, it recently happened to me. I don't like it. There's somebody that all of a sudden they hear my story. It's new to them, yet it's been up online since 2014. And now all of a sudden they're going from having one memory to all of a sudden all this other stuff is happening to them. And it's basically they're looking at my ruminations and confessions, my diary journal on Facebook. They're looking at my pictures that I put up, and then 2 days later they hop on my panel, and then all of a sudden my testimony is their testimony. It's really frustrating for me to sit on my panel and hear someone else taking my testimony and using it. And it's even more frustrating to be sitting there while this is going on and people in my chat room not have any discernment. What I love is when people in my chat room have discernment long before I even build up the courage to say, hey, something's wrong. Hey, in private, this, that, and the other thing's going on, and and so it's very frustrating. I don't like people getting on my panel, and on my panel, my platform, and under my name, they start asking other people to use their spiritual gifts. They start asking my other panelists for them to use their spiritual gifts. I don't like that. How dare you do that? Do it on your own time. Do it in private. Send them a private email. Get off my panel. Do not come on my panel to ask somebody to prophesy over you or to look up Bible codes for you or anything like that. I have an MK Ultra group that I set up. It's for survivors only, and sadly it has been infiltrated with people pretending to be survivors. Now, I don't vouch for every single one of my friends being a survivor. I don't care if they say they are or not. I'm not here to vouch for them. I've already vouched for Casbolt, McCullum, Perrin, and Marrow. I don't vouch for any other survivors. I don't. And I won't. Those are Max Spears too, of course. So, damn it, wouldn't you know it, somebody dares to get onto my MK Ultra group and decides to take it upon themselves to start preaching and doing Bible studies in front of hundreds of people that I brought together, many of which are already ordained and in sound doctrine. And meanwhile, this person, oh, Holly Baglio's new to me, so that means I can commandeer and domineer and take over everything she's doing. She's got 4,000 subs on YouTube. Let me take that over. Oh, she's got an MK Ultra group. Oh, well, I'm a man. She's single. I'm taking it over, and I'm going to start preaching to the whole group. Thank heavens I turned it into our MK Ultra group, and in our MK Ultra group, the other mods and the other admins are very well spiritually gifted. They saw that coming from a mile away and knocked it right out of the park and said, oh, no, you don't. No, you don't. You do not speak to this group. It's already filled with pastors, evangelists, and survivors. You're not coming into this group and turning it into whatever you think you want. And no, you're not going to preach this group because you're not based in sound doctrine. You're not even vetted. You're welcome to be in this group, but just because we're welcoming you doesn't mean that you're automatically recognized and vetted as a survivor. I'm very concerned about infiltrators and chatterbots. I can't stand them, I'll be honest with you. I'm so sick of them. I could scream. Oh, they waste my fucking time. All the time. Infiltrators, chatterbots, and disinformation. Then you get the people that get on my panel and they can't seem to get their speakers or volume or video or anything right. And for 45 minutes, they're tying up my time and my panel's time for them to get situated just to speak a couple of sentences. That is very inconsiderate to me and my panelists. I don't like it. It's really inconsiderate when I'm doing a project and an interview and the person that I'm trying to get the testimony from wastes an hour of my time before I even get their testimony. Are you that inconsiderate? Because I'm running out of patience. I don't have it anymore. Brian, too, comes to mind. I learned about infiltrators and chatterbots last summer, and sadly, I keep bumping into more and more and more of them. I had a beautiful lady on my panel last night. I wanted to hear more of her story. First time I had the privilege and honor of having her on my channel, and I couldn't really talk to her, and instead somebody else is blowing off their mouth, the other thing. And it's like, wait a minute, I want to get this girl's testimony. I want to hear what she has to say before you throw your new age bullshit shit onto it. And by the way, how dare you get onto my panel and think that you can preach and teach from the Holy Bible when you are not based in sound doctrine. I do not welcome my platform or offer my platform over to you to do such things. You believe in a rapture? False doctrine. You're not welcome to preach. You're into this new age crap? You're not welcome to preach on my channel. You want to cherry pick Holy Bible verses? You're not welcome to preach and teach on my channel. If you want to do a Holy Bible study, you're going to have to talk to me in private first. Number one, I'm an ex-super soldier. I have been programmed to the Holy Bible, and if you're not equipped and prepared, you're going to trigger that programming. And wouldn't you know it, you did it last night, didn't you? I keep telling you people and you don't listen. Now, I would be happy to lead you in a Holy Bible study based in sound doctrine, but I will not allow you to teach and preach over me and my friends and my viewers. There have been people that I have welcomed onto my channel to preach and to teach, and I have given them the floor and the spotlight as well deserved, and room for the Holy Spirit to speak. But see, here's the thing. They are based in sound doctrine. Don't play stupid with me anymore. I'm sick of it. Oh, I didn't know that, Holly. Oh, but Holly, I already told you in private a few times. We already went through this a few times. I'm done with it. These are the new rules. Panels on my platform are closed. If you want to be on it, you can ask me. I reserve the right not to answer you and not to give you a link. I will send out the link to people that I want on my panel and that I am hoping will join me. It will not be open for anybody to jump on and then run away with. It's not cool and it's not fair, and I don't like it. I'm easygoing. See, this is why I love Peanut, because he runs his shows. He keeps the conversation going and focused, and he leads it. Me, I'm relaxed. I don't have these skills as a hostess to run like these interviews and keep everything going. If I did, I would cut all of you off and probably come across as rude. And I don't want to be rude, so I just let you talk until you're talked out. I don't want some dude coming on my panel taking it over. And that goes for females as well. The only man that's welcome to take over my panels is the man whose ring I'm wearing. I'm his wife. Go get your own. Do not play stupid. Do not tell me you're a new believer. Don't tell me you didn't know. I'm not buying it, especially when you're older than me. Now, if you want to be a friend and you want to be welcomed into this community, you will be. But you don't have to lie and pretend to be a survivor to be welcomed by me and the rest of my friends. You don't have to lie for us to love you. You can come as you are, and we will love you as you are. We're not here to judge you. Are we going to lead you to Jesus so you get right with him and Holy Spirit puts conviction in your stomach and in your heart? Yeah. But you don't have to lie about being a survivor. And you don't have to make a big deal out of what you went through. You could just come and be like, hey, I'm lonely. What are you doing? Hey, guess what? I'm lonely and alone too. That's why I'm running HTV panels. Because I want to hang out with you. I want to get to know you. You don't have to be a survivor. We could... We could talk about anything. We could talk about the hobbies you like to do. The hobbies I want to be doing. So I'm upset with myself. I had a lot of switching on last night's panel. My altars were coming out left, right, and center. They thought to themselves, who the hell is this dude thinking he can just whip out the Holy Bible and start reading it to me? He's not based in sound doctrine. Who is he to start teaching and preaching on my platform? Or to me? Now, obviously, whatever the hell he was doing, it triggered programming in me for those altars in the first place to come forward and start thinking about that. And I'll tell you what, I'm calling you guys out because I need to. Trunk and cellar, in the pit of their stomach, they felt it too. They felt me shift. They felt the emotions surge through me. And they knew I was that close to shutting down the live stream a couple of times. And I should have. And then what I should have done is grabbed Renata and the other ladies and said, hey, come over here. We're having a private video call. No more with this live stuff. WP, we're over here. Don't play stupid with me. I hate that. I hate it. I hate it. Don't do it. But I didn't know. Yeah, that ain't gonna fly. Don't tell me you need male camaraderie and then go sync up with all my girlfriends. That ain't gonna fly either. Not that I care, it's just, you know, who do you think you are? Jamie, I'm so happy to see you. I wanted to call you, Jamie. I want to check in on you, sweetheart. Your testimony was touching me last night, and I was triggered. I was switching, and there were a lot of things, the whole thing went south, and that's the elephant in the room. The solutions to my panels is I will give out the link privately to the people I want to join me. So on Facebook or via email, I got to start writing down like your names and your tags and how to get in touch with you, because I will send you the link privately. I will not just drop the link in the chat room and let everybody and anybody hop on. When I say open discussion, it's an open discussion. You want to do a Holy Bible study? We're really going to have to talk about that first. Doug Fassett can tell you that I don't do Holy Bible studies with just anybody. Eagles Wings Ministries can tell you I don't just do Holy Bible studies with anybody. Anna Prayers Ministry can tell you Holly Baglio does not do Holy Bible studies with just anybody. You remember that Christian family I had to temporarily stay with last year? I would not and refused all the time to do Holy Bible studies with them. They were cherry pickers. They believe in false doctrine, and they would get mad at me left, right, front, and center. But no, I do not welcome you to access my programming. And no, I do not welcome you to sell me on false doctrine. I'm not okay with it. I'm very careful. As well you should be. That's why I'm not getting into holding Holy Bible studies. That's not my calling. My calling is in the Freedom Deliverance Ministry. I'm going in that direction. No. You know what? Russ Dizdar has beautiful videos that are Holy Bible studies. I have other friends that have that spiritual gift of teaching and of doing Holy Bible studies. I welcome them to speak on my platform, but I do not welcome just anybody to get up on my platform and start speaking about the Holy Bible. Hi, Sarah. Hi, Greta. Hi, Lily. Jamie. Sorry, I'm not in my chat room. Taking Back Eden. It's great to see you. I want to talk to Renata. Bug Bouncer. It's good to see you. I got to get back to you. James, Greta, Bonnie. Who am I missing? So, yeah. Like, That's it. I've had to run these videos before in the past. You guys remember that one chick at the end of 2019 that was stealing my testimony, right? What hell Brooke and I went through with her? I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. You know what? You know what happened? I'll be point blank honest. You know that drawing I have of the dream and vision that Abba gave me? Remember when Pastor Daniel Johns and Doug Fassett and there were other people involved in the conversation? We were discussing tribes and that I am a part of one of the tribes of Israel. And at that point, I took out my drawing and I took it out. I put it up on Facebook. It's been up since 2014, but I put it up on Facebook again recently, since October, September, October. No, in October I put it up, right? And the drawing, I was asking Heavenly Abba about bloodlines, and Heavenly Abba showed me from Enoch to Noah, then, you know, the flood, the veil, and then it went on to me. Well, somebody stole that drawing, and now all of a sudden that drawing is their testimony, and now all of a sudden they're a part of a tribe. What the fuck is that? No, I don't have access to tell you what tribe you're from. I don't have access to tell you if you're a survivor. I really have to impress upon you that you are to go before Heavenly Abba and have the Holy Spirit tell you in Yeshua's name. And stop riding my coattails. You don't think I could tell my testimony when you steal it from me? And this is another thing how I know. Okay. I first meet someone, right? They give me their testimony. We get talking for a few months. All of a sudden, their one or two memories has now turned into my testimony. And it's like, wait a minute. That's not what you've been saying for the first 3 months. Now all of a sudden you're highly spiritual gifted and you're like saying to me what I wrote in my diary post on Facebook 2 days prior. But see, that information has been up public since 2014. Like, you can't. Listen, I've been accused of stealing my story, which I obviously haven't. And when you read my autobiography, you can tell that. I have met other kids in a cage, and our testimonies are similar, but there are still vast differences between me and those other kids in a cage. I have met other people that are spiritually gifted, and I can't even, like, I just can't take it. I can't take the insincerity. They're not genuine, disingenuous. And it ties up my time and it ruins my shows. And then I got to sit here and I got to be nice all the time about it and suck it up and deal with it. No. I don't. I really don't. My fishing are messed up. WP. I want to talk to you privately. I want to get with you through email. I want to talk. You could like call me. I got WhatsApp. I can like call you. I didn't realize that's international. So I could use the WhatsApp to call you. Anyway, I'm sorry about your horrible dinner. Yeah, yeah. So my programming was triggered. You were attacked. Obviously, there was something majorly wrong with what happened on the panel last night. I put that video on private. We will have a different opportunity, WP, to discuss things. So I'm changing my panels. Oh, and any videos of mine that you see 3 thumbs down, especially right when I start the videos, that's trolls hating on me. Ah. Anyway, enough about that. What else do I want to say about the stream last night? Like, I'm sorry I switched. I'm sorry I'm highly triggered. If, Halloween hadn't had enough to do with it, and if the elections hadn't had enough to do with it, there's things in my personal life that are going on. And just... I should have known better that when I left yesterday morning before the sun was out and I didn't get home until after the sun was down, I should have known that yesterday was a bad time to run a panel. I wanted to hang out with my friends. Next time I just want to hang out with my friends, I'm going to do it in private and yank a few of you together. What else? I'm trying to think about the live stream. I think that about covers it. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. So, I guess at this point I'm going to shut down. Barbara Ann, we never got to sing to you last night. I love that song too. I have a lot of fun on my panels. I do. I want to have fun. But I'm highly triggered. I'm not going to hide it. And that's what it is. And I was so highly triggered, I have to be honest, I sat back in my chair last night and I'm looking at my panelists and I'm like thinking to myself, who is that person? What do they want? I don't believe their testimony. I don't even know what they're saying right now. It sounds like gibberish to me. Why are they here? Why did I even let them on and give them my time? And then I went to another person and then I went to... Now, don't get me wrong, there were more people on my panel that I did not have that general feeling about, but it's like, yeah, instead of having a bunch of private conversations, because I'm always having private conversations, I'll just let all of you know publicly what I'm thinking and what I'm feeling, and this video is it. So this way, all my cards are on the table. You know where I stand with everything and how I'm feeling about stuff. And that's just the way it is. I really don't have time for malarkey. I don't, it's not fun for me. It's not entertaining. I don't like it. again, I don't like self-appointed people that come along and try to just take over everything and decide what they're going to do on my pages and platform. Like, excuse you. I'm Jesus's wife. Go get your own. You know, type sort of thing. Wife, I take that back. Bride, I'm his bride. See what I mean? See what I mean? So through this whole video I was saying wife. Let's take that back. Bride. And that goes back to the bridegroom feast, that story. Yes, I'm highly triggered right now. As well I should be. You know, I look at this channel as being for, like, camaraderie and dealing with issues of healing and praying for one another. And, I never looked at my platform, you know, the way other people have. You know, this platform is not available to be taken over or turned into what someone else wants. This platform is not a stepping stone in the fact that you are not welcome to stand on top of our shoulders while you're drowning, so you can, like, stand on top of our shoulders to get your head above water, to breathe. Meanwhile, you're drowning me to do it. I don't understand what's wrong with your own YouTube channel that you can't utilize your own YouTube channel. What's wrong with your pages? What's wrong with your website? Why do you need Holly Baglios? You know, I'm going to, excuse me, WP, you're going to get upset with me. WP, like, you come on and you discuss certain things with us, and then say hypothetically there's another person on the panel. Right, done? When you're done talking, all of a sudden they know it too, and they've got a bigger, badder, and better story, and they're going to, like, take it over and take over the conversation, and now they've got the ball in their court, and everybody's got to listen to them for the next 35 minutes until they're all talked out and exhausted every single avenue that they could possibly dream up of, speaking about. Meanwhile, they lost our attention about 2 minutes into their babble, right? But they've got to outdo what you just said, WP. I don't want that on my panel either. I don't like when other people overcast other people like that. Like, they don't. Like, this is what happens. People just meet me, right? And all of a sudden, because I'm new to them, they think I'm new on the scene. And it's like, wait a second. No, I'm not. WP himself alone can tell you I've been around for 3 years easy. Him and I have been worshiping Yud-Hey-Vav-Hey 5 times a week, every week during that time. Like, who are you? You just came along. You don't really know me. I know you read my autobiography and you feel close to me, but really, you don't know me. And then you get the trolls that study every video. They put me under a magnifying glass, and they think because they have me under their magnifying glass that all of a sudden they know me, know my life, and everything else that's going on. No, you don't. No, you don't. I hate to tell you, no, you don't. Everybody behind the computer's going, oh, yeah, Holly, I know. Actually, no, you don't. come on, I don't want to lash out anymore, so I just want to make this video. I'm going to get it all out and tell you all how I feel about everything. Right down to it. I've waited months, weeks, days to speak this. It's old information. It's nothing new. But yeah, the live stream last night went bad. I put it on private. My alters didn't like it. My alters were flipping. Trunk Monkeys could tell because I kept kind of nudging her with the things that I was saying. But anyway, I was grateful that Seller and Trunk could feel the ruckus that it was causing on the inside of me. Because it was just not a good panel at all. I was so highly triggered that by the time Jamie was talking about the sheep going through, and I wanted to hear what Jamie was saying, and I cut Jamie off, and Jamie's talking about the sheep going through the eye of the needle, and he had a different take on the same story I did, but I'm still learning and in my studies, and he's talking about something. I had rudely cut Jamie off, and then finally he got to talk again. And at that point, I was so highly triggered, I couldn't even pay attention to what Jamie Robinson was saying. And I really, for the life of me, wanted to hear it. And I only caught part of it. Hey, Impaler, it's good to see you. I love you too, Sarah. Oh, WhatsApp. Sarah. I've been trying to get that WhatsApp to work. Like, who wants to fake being a kid in a cage, Impaler? Like, who wants to fake any of that? Who wants to fake being the victim of a heinous crime? Nobody I know of. Nah, it bothered me. I wanted to hear what you had to say. So, yeah, I'm going to change my panels around a little bit. And I learned something about my weaknesses when it comes to the MK Ultra programming. And I'm not going to feel afraid or too shy or stupid to push back. And I think right now is a prime time and a prime example for me to push back so people really thoroughly understand my limitations. I already went through this garbage at the end of 2019, and here I am closing in on the end of 2020. 2020's been the best year of my life thus far. Like, over the past 6 years, like, I don't want to go through it again. So I'm just going to put all my cards on the table. If you don't like my cards, well, there's like 50,000 other people on YouTube that are doing the same exact thing I'm doing. I'm sure you'll like them better than me. I'm not the only person out there doing what I'm doing. Lily, I love you. Like, when you're on my panel, you get bulldozed right over. You don't get any time to talk. Other people get on the panel, right? Meanwhile, it's like, dude, do you mind? Lily's finally joining me. I've known Lily for a while, and she's known me for a while, and this is like, to me, this feels like a really ordained and type of personal, prophetic thing between Lily and I to finally be here talking with each other like this. This is pretty hugely profound, and here she is, and here I am, and it's like this beautiful, overwhelming feeling I'm sharing with my sister, and you got someone on my panel. Or better yet, everybody's like, Holly, did you see your face? No, I didn't. I'm going to have to do that again. But no, really, I mean, when you got somebody else, their technology doesn't work, and you hear fourth, and nothing. You know what witches, and that's picking of entire conver that you hear is because they're having technical issues. Like, come on. Come on. You guys want to... Alright, I see you want to be that rude and disrespectful and that impolite to me, Holly Baglio, but do you really have to do that to the rest of my panelists and the rest of my viewers? Or are they just collateral damage? You don't care? I'm really wanting answers, is what I'm really wanting. But it doesn't matter if you got answers because I already implemented the solutions to these issues. Jeff, I love you. I'm talking about the elephant in the room, Jeff. There is no other way to talk about that thing unless I get pissed off about it. I don't like clutter, and that big elephant is cluttering my room. Yeah, Jeff, I'm also mad because I'm not on my way down to Georgia tomorrow. Being boots on the ground against election fraud. And then to go to the Georgia Guidestones and collapse those kingdoms and principalities of the dark side in Yeshua's name. Okay, cool, Lily. I want to do it again. I feel like that Cadbury's bunny when it's imitating a chicken and the bunny's right doing the chicken. Is that how it goes? Yeah. Blah, 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 blah. Hi, Andrew Shamblin. It's great to see you. You know, on that note, I'm going to probably get going. I'm actually not mad. Like, I mean, I get disgruntled sometimes or a little bit, discouraged, upset, but I vent. It's over. I just, I can't take a lot that's thrown at me. Like, somebody sends me, 80 text messages a day and then turns around and says, oh, but Holly, don't feel overwhelmed. Don't feel overwhelmed. You just are sending me 80 text messages a day. That's just the text messages. Don't feel overwhelmed. Alrighty then. Hang on a second. Let me go tell those little girl alters that are under the age of 10, don't feel overwhelmed when your cell phone rings 80 times in a day, okay? Don't feel overwhelmed. Okay. How do you not feel overwhelmed? How do you, Jamie's funny. How do you not... Anyway, it's beautiful weather outside today. It's 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I have dinner plans, and then I have to be in bed by 7, 8 o'clock tonight. Because I got to wake up at 4. Set my back. Yeah, I got to, Barbara Ann. I have to. I hate setting boundaries. I really do. I mean, I always have them. I do. But then other people are like, oh yeah, Holly has boundaries, but yeah, her boundaries don't apply to me because I'm her close personal friend. So those boundaries don't apply to me because we're friends. That's what that Christian couple did to me, and that's what other people do. Is I have boundaries, they know these boundaries, and they still go past them left, right, front, and center. I can't tell you how many private conversations that I've had with people where I've said on my platform, do not do that. On my platform, do not be using my name to ask other people to use their spiritual gifts for your benefit. I'm not good with it. And they do it again, and I tell them again, don't, just... The Bible says, go get a brother or sister and go back to them and talk to them about it. You know what? I simply don't have time. I would think that me just telling you once would be enough. Why do I have to say stop it a second time? Didn't Nancy Reagan say it best when she said, just say no, and no means no, and no means no the first time you say no? I thought that was good enough. I thought it was good enough. I thought as a girl, as a female, when I say no to a guy, he would just cease and desist, stop. Oh, wait, she said no. That's bad. Okay, don't do it. You know, men are supposed to be protective and providers. But no, nowadays, males being protectors and providers turn around and go, oh, well, we're friends, so I can just alienate everything about her. She won't mind. I can come in the name of Jesus. It's mine for the taking, and I'm going to take it. Those are the types I meet. I just met Holly Baglio. She must need me. She must have been wanting me for a long time. It's like, dude. Okay. Yeah, I don't like it. I mean, I even get that in women forms. One of my trolls is a woman, and I'm thinking that she's a lesbian, and I'll be honest, she's actually seriously starting to scare me. Because I think that she's got that love thing going on. You should see these emails. Have you ever had like a same-sex troll and they're crushing on you? Or, excuse me, obsessing on you? Great, I was already scared of the opposite sex. Now I gotta be scared of the same sex? Fan-flippin-tastic. So much for women bonding together. They want to bond, but anyway, yeah, they're all blocked. No, WP. Are you looking at me, WP? Everything I said in this video does not apply to you. I don't like when people talk over you. That applies to you. But the other things that I was getting at, no, they're not applying to you. See, I knew this moment was going to come. That's why I wanted to talk to you privately so that you would have a better understanding when this moment came. It's not about you. You're fine. You know you're fine. If you don't know, now you know, so you're fine. I don't. You know what? In my defense, I'm a female. I am an emotional creature, and that's just the way that it is. No, you never came off like that. No, you're fine. Debbie, I love you. Bonnie, if you're still here, this does not apply to you. No, WP, you have a standing invite to my Zoom meetings and stuff. Absolutely. It's just, I I can't let certain things be run away with. And if I'm being triggered on my own panel, then something is going to give. So I'm just rearranging the format, and I will send out links privately. I will just not let anybody hop on the panel anymore. No. They have their own channel. They can hop onto their own channel and do their own thing. You know, I didn't even get to speak to, I wanted to hear more of Renata too last night. And, but I wanted to like engage her more, and I didn't get the opportunity. But maybe publicly wasn't the right time to do that. All right, guys, I'm going to go. I'm going to go take Keeper outside and sit outside and enjoy the day and the weather and get some rest. He smashed the like button. Thank you. I'll get around to hitting it. So, yeah, that's kind of how I feel. It's kind of how I feel. And I'm not going to be embarrassed of it. It's about time. Really, like, how much can I take? Do I keep letting people get on my panel that trigger my programming, or do I put my foot down and say, you know what, I've had it? No, you're not welcome anymore. I have not mentioned any names in this video unless to say positive things about that person, as usually I always do. I always say nice things if I mention someone's name. So, like, what am I supposed to do? Keep running panels so other people can be happy, but they can get on my panel and trigger programming, or, you know, spew stuff that's not of sound doctrine, and then my name's on it? Why can't they use their own channel? Why are they going to be on mine? I'm not promoting them. Why can't, like, they break their ass like I'm breaking my ass? Why can't they work hard? Because I've already been working hard. Like, God gave me this channel, right? So why can't they go get their own? Good. So now that we got that clear, and I am still the hostess with the mostest, and I rule, rock, and dominate HTV because Heavenly Abba gave it to me, then this is how it's going to be. Links will be sent out in private. I want to run better panels because I want to really shine better lights on people and have them and their testimonies highlighted. But also open discussions. I want it to be an open discussion, like a round table. Usually what I'm getting is somebody going on for like 30 minutes, and then it's like, oh, okay, well, that's not really like dialogue between 6 other people that are on the panel. Like, I know we have hard days. We can talk about those hard days in private, but when we get on a panel, I'm trying to offer something to my viewers. Now, yes, I run videos all the time. I'm like, oh, this is what I'm doing personally. This is what I'm doing today. Blah, 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 blah. I just want to hang out with my friends. Yeah, this is my channel. I get to do that. But when I run panels and I'm hosting guests on my panel, I want to do a better job for them. But I'm hosting them. So I'll do a better job, and thanks for listening. I'm going to let you guys go. Sorry for the stern talk. I love you, Barbara Ann. I love you, everybody. Hope you have a great day. Yeah, I don't really... I love you guys. Like, listen, when I'm running a 12-hour panel for Christmas Day, we're going to have 12 hours to talk about all this stuff. But when I want to run a panel for 3 or 4 hours, I kind of want it to stick to what you guys are researching and studying, what you're looking up, what you're into, what can benefit other people, what's going on in the world. You know, I'm going to go because I'm not going to make any sense anymore. So I love you guys. I'll see you later.